It's a teen talk skating podcast where I embarrass myself. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 42 of a Teen Talk Skating podcast. My name is Vangogh, and I just got done eating some Taco Bell, which is very, very good. Taco Bell slaps, not gonna lie. Taco Bell hit the spot. But now I am very, very full. But you know what? Let's just talk about skating, and I'll probably be hungry at the end because I've probably who knows? I'm trying to come up with a weird joke, but like, let's be honest. Am I really that funny? No. I am back from my very, very fast weekend vacation. I know I went on vacation. This stressed student actually went on vacation for once. And it was great. I loved it. Loved seeing fam, the fam. That is so cringy. Oh my god. But I am also very, very excited to dive back into the world of figure skating, which is ever chaotic and ever changing. This week I actually feel like is not as chaotic, but I'll get to it later. I still want to cry. Every week. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's pretend I do not have a mountain of homework waiting for me. But you know what? Who cares? Let's just record a podcast episode instead because that's a better choice. Like, let's be honest, like podcast episode or mountain of homework that, I need to do unless I want to fail world history. Um it's not a lie. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are not gonna in risk of failing world history. Um what else can this weird boy say? Let's think. I got thoughts, lots of thoughts. Lots of things happened this week. Just saying. I feel like lots of things happen every week. My life is just so dramatic. Like, they should hire me to be on a Disney Channel comedy. I'm kidding. That'd be tragic. It'd be a tragedy, not a comedy. Yeah, I should probably go to the program of the week before people stop listening because I don't say anything about figure skating. Yeah, time for your program of the week. Have fun. Bye. Program of the week. Okay, y'all, you heard the theme song, you heard my awesome singing, you heard my amazing high note. And it is time for your program of the week. I'm not gonna sing. Oh my god, I need to stop singing in this segment. But anyway, your program of the week is from our favorite Ice Hand siblings, Maya Shibutani and Alex Shibutani, the Ship Sips. And this is their free dance at Worlds 2016 in Boston. Which, fun fact, obviously not fun fact. I feel like this is a fact. Like, it's not fun. But of course, Worlds in 2025 this season. Next year will be also in Boston, and so it's a full circle moment. Circle of life, la la la. But Maya Shibutani and Alex Shibutani, their free dance here is set to "Fix You" by Coldplay, which is I feel like it's a classic in figure skating. It's a war horse in figure skating. But I just love their like version of Fix You. And it's a beautiful program. I feel like you can feel their passion through their skating. You can feel their love for one another. It is so cute because they're brother and sister, and it's really cute. Some particular moments I like throughout this program. The initial straight line lift literally has Maya Shibutani standing on Alex Shibutani's leg, but then she's also in a position that looks like she's doing like a spiral. She's doing like a one-handed Bielman spiral, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, but they get it done somehow. The crowd absolutely loves them. When they do the twizzle sequence at first, because the crowd's like, yeah, the second twizzle, they're like, oh yeah. And the third twizzle, they're straight up screaming. And I would be too, because the third twizzle set of twizzles looks so strong, so confident. They got this. We got this. And there's also some like minor moments throughout this program, these really small moments that add up to the really strong effect that they show. Maya Shibutani like leaning back while Alex holds her. This like short jump that Alex Shibutani does. What else? Just throughout the different steps and the different choreo, they really do portray this message of like love, and it just feels like the most wholesome like sibling love ever. Like, it's not a sibling rivalry like me and my siblings, but it's a joke, I promise. But it's this really wholesome, like, we both love each other so much. We're brother and sister love, and like we'll always it feels like they're always gonna be there for one another, and like Fixie was playing in the back, so it makes everyone cry. And of course at the end it's like, oh my gosh, like I just watched that. And it is a beautiful, it's a passionate program. Um it's so expressive and it's so like loving and it's just so wholesome. And really love it. And it's like, a bit more contemporary on that side. It's not as classical. It's not as I don't know, the movements feel so organic. I always say that. I feel like the movements are so organic and they just feel so like, yeah, let's have fun. Let's just like celebrate the love that we have for one another and like the support that we have from one another. And it's just like I'm like, oh my God, like make me cry. But yeah, please go check it out. Maya Shibutani and Alex Shibutani, their free dance to Fix You by Coldplay at Worlds 2016. That was a long time ago, shockingly. Yeah. Time for your main episode. Let's hear me singing one more time, unfortunately. That was your program of the week. Okay, everybody, it is time for our main episode. But first, I would like to say that Mao Asada, the queen of Japan, Mao Asada has opened her own ice rink, and it's called the Mao Asada Ice Rink. Like, excuse me? Like, dang, dang. Okay, Mao Asada, I see you doing cool things that I'll never do. Imagine having an ice rink named after you. That'd be so cool. But yeah, Mao Asada has an ice rink now. Like it's super cool. There's photos of it. The ship tips were there, so it's like perfect. Mao Asada is there, so obviously it's perfect. Love the idea. I have no idea if she's going into coaching, but like, can you be my coach, Mao Asada? I want to learn the triple axel. I'm kidding. I'd probably break my back. Yeah, but anyway, this week we just had, or I guess this past week, like let's be honest, it's like this past week, it's like I live 1 week behind everybody basically on this podcast. This past week we had in Japan our fourth Grand Prix now, which is absolutely crazy. Our fourth Grand Prix, the NHK Trophy in Tokyo, Japan, which to me was a great figure skating competition. It had the right amount of chaos. It was not super chaotic in the sense that all three men on the podium after the short program did not make it to the podium after the free program. Cough, cough, Grand Prix de France. But NHK Trophy was not super chaotic, but it wasn't super boring. Like, ugh, the first place got the first place, the second place got the second place. Who cares? Like, I couldn't care. But yeah, it was like the right amount of crazy, and that it resonated with me. It was the right amount of crazy. So I did not lose my entire sanity during my vacation as I was refreshing, checking the results on my vacation. I did not die yet, okay? So thank you, Tokyo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For not making me lose my sanity. But I still think I need therapy from like the first three Grand Prix. Skate America, Skate Canada, and Grand Prix de France were so bad that I probably still need the therapy. But NHK Trophy was good enough for me. It was calming, it was actually relaxing, it was not stressful. And I didn't feel like my brain wanted to explode from doing random math. But yeah, let's just go straight in. Let's dive into the Pacific Ocean. That does not make sense. Let's dive in, right? Do people say that anymore? I don't know. I'm so old. Let's dive in into the first discipline, and that is the men's competition. And I will say that this just felt like a men's competition, and that's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know, This was a men's competition. If you know, you know, If you know what that means, you know what that means. So for seventh place, we have my absolute favorite, Jason Brown competing here in Japan. Obviously Jason Brown is one of my favorites. I just said that 10 seconds ago, not even 10, like 5 seconds ago, and now I'm repeating myself. I am so annoying. But yeah, Jason Brown getting seventh place here. I am a bit disappointed. I feel like a lot of people saw him as someone who could potentially qualify to the Grand Prix final this season, but it was just not the best Grand Prix season for him. But that is all okay. I still love him, and I definitely think Jason Brown is one of those later season skaters who peaks at nationals, at worlds, etc. Combined with his result at Skate Canada, he unfortunately does not will not qualify to the Grand Prix final. He just doesn't have a lot of points to qualify. He was never, even after his result at Skate Canada, it was not gonna happen, unfortunately. So yeah, that was really unfortunate. Here at NHK Trophy, I believe he was 10th in the short program, which was quite shocking. Yeah, he was 10th in the short program. And what happened was he had a UR on his triple axle and a quarter and a fall on his triple lutz triple toe in the short. His free skate was really redemptive and it moved him up to seventh overall. He popped his single axle. He had a UR on both of his jumps in the triple flip, triple toe. And he had the same exact mistake with the under rotation on the triple loop, double toe. I really do feel like the judges this season have been quite hard on his under rotations this season, which is definitely interesting to notice. I feel like in the past they haven't been as hard on his under rotations. I don't know if he's just started under rotating. In the past, it never seemed like he was under rotating. I will say, yeah, his jumps do look a little more shaky this season so far, which, I'm not sure how you would interpret that exactly. So, yeah, but the URs, the under rotations are definitely like deserved, like they make sense to me. But Jason Brown is still amazing, so who actually cares? And I want him to do like absolutely amazing at nationals and worlds, especially because worlds obviously is in Boston, it's in the US, it's a home world. I want to see Jason Brown there and I want to see him do amazing because I love Jason Brown and his free skate is also amazing and he is just amazing. And let's be honest, who is more amazing than Jason Brown? Let's be honest. In sixth place, we have one of Japan's strongest men, and that is Kalmira, who unfortunately just didn't have the best competition here either. He definitely came in here as one of the strong medal favorites. I saw a lot of people predicting he would be second. Some people even said they thought he could pull a surprise first, but unfortunately, he placed sixth here, which is unfortunate considering his past results, especially his third at Skate Americas already this season. In the short program, he actually was super, super duper duper clean. He was second there. And the free skate is what really brought him down. The consistency in the free skate wasn't there for him. When he skated, he had an error on the triple axle, a pop triple sal, or a quad sal into a triple sal, a quarter and a fall on the quad toe, a fall and a repetition on the quad toe, a repetition on the double axle. But he still did attempt at the very end a triple flip, triple loop, which is absolutely insane with a slight error. But that is really interesting that he even tried to do that in the end. Never would have expected that, but that was pretty good. Um, so the final score that he got was at 240.38. So yeah, definitely was really good that short program, how do you say? The short program was kind of his buffer, I guess. His free skate wasn't so good, but the short program kind of helped balance that out. So yeah, the Grand Prix final was not the Grand Prix final. He was one of the people who was really looking to get a really good placement here to qualify there. But unfortunately, with this sixth place finish, it is not in the books for Kalmira this year. And this is very interesting. He was um, coming in here as one of the favorites. His consistency just wasn't the best here. And so that really brought him down. But I do think that he is still such a strong skater. He obviously has technical potential. Just that free skate was quite error ridden, unfortunately, for him. And I definitely still do think that Japanese nationals will be the most intense thing I've ever watched. And I don't even want to watch it, let's be honest. Like I can't cry. In fifth place, we have from Italy, Matteo Rizzo, who is coming back from injury. We actually saw him at Europeans last season with a third place. Then he had to get a surgery before coming back at the Budapest Trophy earlier this season. He was seventh in the short program with a fall on an under rotated quad loop. He is still attempting that quad loop, which is very interesting to me. Um, Definitely not a super, like, common jump to do. Quad loop is quite rare in the quads, I would say, but he is still attempting it. In the free skate, he had a under rotation on the quad loop again, and an under rotation in the triple lutz triple toe, but that lets him in fourth in the free with no pops or falls, which is a major improvement for him. And I really do think this is really notable, as it is really impressive that he has gotten this far despite recovering from his injury and that surgery. Obviously, he got surgery really recently, and he's back on the ice, and he's already doing quads. And I really do think that is quite impressive. I feel like he's probably recovered really well. He looks great. And Matteo Rizzo is someone to watch out for. And I know I say this with like everyone, but he has European podium potential. I say that with every European man because I feel like every single European man is very, very, very chaotic. And like, how do you even like predict who's gonna win? Like, you can't. It's like impossible to predict who's gonna win. Um, but yeah, that was Matteo Rizzo. Is he going to be on the European podium? I don't know. He has been on it before. He was just on it last season. Can he be on it again? I definitely think he can. But of course, fate, only time will tell. You know, I gotta say cool, smart things like that. Only time will tell. We cannot predict such. We cannot predict such matters. In fourth place, guys, in fourth place, Mr. Andrew Torgashev. Andrew Torgashev, I wrote that last week and I just wrote it again. Andrew Torgashev, who had competed the week before in France, he was third there. This was a very late replacement. He just got substituted in, I believe, because Steven Gogolev of Canada withdrew, and so Andrew Torgashev got put in. And he placed fourth here, despite, probably not even knowing he would go on a flight to Japan. But yeah, he still placed fourth here. He was fourth in the short program. Just a slight error on the triple flip, triple toe. He was fifth in the free with just a under rotation on the quad toe and on the triple axle. But he got all three of his backloaded combos done with positive GOE, which is still insane to me. Not a lot of men are doing that. You don't even see like the top men like Yuma Kayama or Ilya Malinin trying to backload all three of their combos, which is absolutely insane. But Andrew Horgashev, he gets it done. The pizza man. I don't know what the pizza thing comes from, by the way. If anyone wants to tell me, go ahead. But yeah, pizza man got it done. But yeah, he got a personal best in the free skate, which placed him fourth overall. And this definitely gives him a lot of momentum for nationals, for world, etc. Is he going to make it to the world team? I definitely would say this is likely, especially since, not to compare skaters, but especially since he's placed above Jason Brown, who has been national champion before, who has beaten him many times at nationals. But here, at least at these Grand Prix, he is placing quite well. In fact, these are the I don't remember. I don't know if they're like the second highest score. Ilya Melina has had the highest scores this season. I believe Andrew Torgashev is second in U.S. men right now in terms of season's best this season, which is absolutely great. And this really gives me dark horse potential for him, especially he was third at Grand Prix de France, had to take a super late flight to Japan, placed fourth here still. Really, really impressive for Andrew Torgashev. And, he's trying to prove that he is a little more consistent than a lot of people think he is. And I think that's going to work very, very, very well in his favor. In third place, we have a rising star from Japan, Tatsuya Suboi, who is one of Japan's obviously many promising stars. He's been on the Grand Prix circuit for 3 seasons now, but a very big highlight of his career here at the NHK Trophy with a bronze, personal best in the short, just an unclear edge on the triple lutz, personal best in the free, with just an underrotation on the triple axle and a slight error on the last triple flip. Really impressive results in a very deep field. This field was a lot of skaters who had been on Europeans podiums, on four continents podiums. Tetsuya Tsuboi, very, very good results. Do not underestimate him. Definitely, I think this does show that he has that high scoring potential, and I am looking forward to see what surprises he can bring to the field. Yeah. In second place, like, I don't really know if I really should be discussing him at all, but that is Daniel Grassel of Italy. If you don't know, I feel like I've mentioned this a couple times, but if you don't know, Daniel Grassel is the mysterious Italian guy with this strange doping scandal in the past. He apparently missed some drug tests or some doping tests, and like people were accusing him of doping, and like it's still unclear exactly what happened, and we still do not know. I'm assuming it was like settled outside of the public eye, and so that's why we don't really know what happened. But no news has really come out about why he's back to competing. He just showed up basically this season and said, I'm here. In the short program, he was fifth with just an under rotation on the quad loop that he tried. In the free skate, he did land the quad lutz, the quad loop, and the quad sal, just an under rotation on a triple loop, triple toe combo. Impressive technical feat or technical abilities, I would say. Obviously, landing, I don't know, so many quads is obviously very impressive. Um, yeah, he tried 3 different quads, he landed all 3. Really good for him, he got both of his triple axels in combination done. And yeah, that is quite impressive for him. It got him a score of 181.84, which is a major score, in the men's field for 2nd place overall. Again, is he technically very excellent? Obviously. Is his past really mysterious? Yes. But I am not someone who really wants to speculate slash guess what really occurred behind the scenes and everything. I'm just assuming, and I think it is a pretty safe assumption that it happened out of the public eye, and so, whatever happened was settled outside of the media scrutiny and everything. So, yeah, I don't know what to think about Daniel Grausel, but I don't know. And of course, I feel like, again, as I always say with every European man, European podium potential? Question mark? Definitely think he could be there, especially with this type of score, with this type of free skate. Very, very possible that he could be on the European podium this season, as he has been on in the as he has been on in the past. Right? Is that how you English? Is that how you grammar? Not sure. I never was good at that kind of thing. In 4th place, we have the silver medalist at Worlds, Japan's top star in the man's field, Yuma Kageyama, really making a statement here, just to show how strong he is as a skater. He was first in the short with a clean skate. In the free skate, he did fall on an under rotated quad flip, which is interesting because it was not a usual jump. It's not a usual jump that he's attempted quite a lot. He's only really attempted it recently, and he also did stumble on the quad toe loop. Against top skaters right now, Ilya Molina and Adam Schaumfall, the competition is tough for Yuma Kageyama. But I do think what Yuma Kageyama brings to the table, maybe a little bit more than Ilya Molina and Adam Schaumfall, is a higher sense of consistency. And I do think that being consistent is, one of the trademark here's how you win the sport, in the little manual, how do you win figure skating? Being consistent is one of the top answers. I do think if Yuma Kageyama can play with that, get the judges' respect for being consistent, I think he will get very, very, very high scores. And, it will be a quite a hurdle for Ilya Malinin and Adam Schaumfall to beat a clean, very clean Yuma Kageyama with high scoring potential. Yeah, so yeah, the men's field was really good. I think that France men's field was like so chaotic that this felt normal, like relaxed, like kind of. Yeah. Let's go to the women's field. So many competitive names here. Really interesting results with so many storylines playing out. Some of them made me happy. Some of them made me sad. Some of them made me somewhere in the middle. In ninth place, I wanted to discuss ninth place. That was Lindsay Thorngren of USA, who has really been one of the US's big talents over the years. She was silver at NHK Trophy, the same exact event last year. This season, she just unfortunately had some issues with um, under rotations and or this competition. She had some issues with under rotations and falls and edge calls. In the first case, she actually did not pop, but she had, I believe, almost every jumping pass received an under rotation call. I think she has so much potential artistically. She does have very unique programs, I feel like, that she is trying to branch out her style a little bit more. She just really needs that technical side, and she needs to not under rotate. I feel like a lot of times judges will see that skaters under rotate a lot, and so they will be very, very like scrutinous about it. They will be examining it if that skater under rotates all the time or just really often. That's my pencil falling. Um, but yeah, I think Lindsay Thornton's really great. The under rotations are unfortunate. If she can work on it, she really does have it in the bag. I feel like she really is one of the top contenders for the top U.S. woman. In what place is this? I can't even. In sixth place, we had Lara Naki Gutman from Italy, who is definitely a fan favorite. I'm super happy that she got this assignment. In the short program, she did have two underrotations on both the double axel and the triplets. She also popped a double flip, underrotated a double axel, and popped the triplets with an edge caught in the free. But obviously attending these jumps, triplets, triple flip, etc., she is technically very, very excellent when she hits the spots. Such as at the Dennis Tan Memorial. Was it Dennis Tan Memorial Challenge or was it another competition? I cannot remember. But there was this competition early this season, Dennis Tan Memorial, yeah, that she did amazing. And so I think that she can be a spoiler at Europeans. I'm very excited for Lara Nakikuma. I think she's exciting. She's unique to watch for sure. And, Italy is always such a, like, an enigma in figure skating. I feel like Italy is so unique and so special that, I don't know, I feel like their skaters are all so different, and now there's always so many cool storylines going on in Italy. Well, not cool. Some of them I'm not naming names. Literally me and PE. Nothing. I didn't say that. You guys don't need to know about my personal life. Why am I sharing my personal life? In fifth place, we had Miss Brady Tennell, who has really come here and come back to show that she is a stronger skater. She doesn't care about that injury. That happened in the past. She is Brady Tennell. And I've never rooted for her harder because, like, I am such a big fan because she is a fighter. And I love skaters who are fighters who fight after so much injury. In the short program, she was fifth with a quarter on the triple lutz and a downgrade on the triple toe in the combo. She was third in the free skate because of two under rotations and a fall on the double axel. If she had not had those mistakes, the two under rotations and the fall, she definitely would have kind of made it on the podium. But she is such a strong skater, and I have a suspicion that Brady Tennell will very much show something very special at nationals and do something very, very special there and show us just how amazing she is even after all that injury that who even cares about that injury anymore? No, she's a stronger skater. Um, yeah, consistency, not the best. At Skate America, I remember she made somewhat similar mistakes. She also had an under rotation. I believe she had one fall as well, if I remember correctly. I kind of don't remember correctly though, so I believe the same kind of mistake happened to Brady Snell. But yeah, still pretty good result. Fifth at a Grand Prix, especially after so much injury. Really good, especially that third in the free skate. In fourth place, we had the comeback queen of the USA, Alyssa Liu, improving on her performances from Skate Canada. Coincidentally, these are the two same Grand Prix she did her first senior season. She did Skate Canada, and then she went to NHK Trophy, and it just brought back some good memories of her little Tchaikovsky program and the Don Quixote program. I remember those. In the short program, she had a quarter and an under rotation on the triple flip, triple toe. In the free skate, she had three under rotation mistakes, but again, no pops. And so this is a really solid skate from her. And I feel like this is kind of like an Alyssa Liu like renaissance. You know what I mean? Like this is the rebirth of Alyssa Liu. Seemed like a completely new, completely fun skater who is not here to joke around. This is serious. This is Alyssa Liu coming back in style. You know what I mean? Um, like it's fun. It's something rewarding about the same that she's kind of serious about it. She's here to show that she is a good skater. Like she is not here to play. You know what I mean? Like she's here to win. Um, yeah, I love Alyssa Liu. I love her short program. I love her free skate. I love her vibes. I love the energy. I love like the carefreeness of her skating. And like I'm just gonna do whatever the heck I want and like I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? I think there's some like there's a charm in the skating now. There's some merit in Alyssa Liu's skating that I really do enjoy. And I'm hoping that she will continue to get more international assignments. We will definitely see at nationals what will happen. I feel like she has solid results this season. So like so far this season anyway. So maybe like, I don't know. Nationals can be very difficult for sure, but we will see. We will definitely see for nationals what exactly will happen. And I'm very curious what will happen for sure. I'm very curious. Um So yeah, that's Alyssa Liu. Moving on to the podium, third place. I'm so happy for this one. Yuna Aoki of Japan. Yuna. Yes, I have loved Yuna Aoki since last season, since we saw her actually last year at the 2023 NHK Trophy when she just came in with these two bright, exuberant, free, like love programs. Especially that free skate was just it's something magical that she did last season in her free skate. I'm literally so happy for kind of like the bundle of sunshine that Yuna Aoki is. Her and oh my god, her and who was the one I liked last week? Oh my god. Rino Matsuke. I don't know why I can't think. Her and Rino Matsuke, I feel like they are just like bundles of sunshine and I really enjoy their skating so much. Um in the short program, she actually scored a personal best, yay, with almost 70 points, with just an under rotation on the triple flip, triple loop on the triple flip, which is interesting because it wasn't on the second jump. Usually, I feel like under rotations happen on the second jump, but she actually got the second jump done, which is interesting. But whatever, I digress. In fifth, or not in fifth, in the free skate, she was fifth with some under rotation mistakes, but still good enough for third place overall by almost 5 points. She did actually get a downgrade on a triple flip, which is unfortunate. But the other, some of the other ones were more minor mistakes. So yeah, and of course her components were, amazing. Could be even higher. Why is she only third in components? She should be like first. I love her skating so much. I think she deserves like the world. I feel like I love Yuna Aoki skating. She is such a talented skater. Obviously, the undertations do matter. They do bring her down, unfortunately, but she is so talented. And I'm really hoping that this Grand Prix medal, this bronze at NHK Trophy, is gonna show JSF, the Japan skating, Japanese or Japan? No, I think it's Japan skating. Yeah, Japan Skating Federation. Sorry, that they should give her some more assignments, give her some more international experience, and give her a lot more support. Obviously, the Japanese women's field is cutthroat. It's like eat or be eaten. It's not fun, but I'm just hoping that she can win. Like, not win, but I mean, I want her to win. But I'm really hoping that she can do really well at nationals and get a very, very good placement there. In second place from also of Japan, we had Moni Chiba, who is one of Japan's very large talents. She actually won 4 continents last season with 2 amazing skates. I really enjoyed her free skate last season. It was the Legend of 1900. She had a fairly clean short program here, with just a triple Lutz edge call. In the free skate, she did get another edge call and 2 quarter calls in the free, but a really high score of more than 140 points, which does obviously is really competitive. That's what a lot of the top women are aiming for, above 140 points, which she did achieve here. Great for Moni Chiba. But again, Japanese women are so competitive that each one wants to prove herself that she's the best. And it is it's a hard environment. I cannot imagine what it is like to be like tested constantly. That does feel like it feels like every one of these competitions with like 2 or 3 Japanese women is like a mini nationals. Like it's about proving like, are you the best Japanese woman? And when all of them are so good, it does create this environment that is so, I can't imagine how tough it might be. It's so stressful, it's so stress inducing because you are constantly trying to prove yourself as the best, or at least one of the best. And I do think that Moni Chiba is one of those forerunners who is proving herself to be one of the best. So yeah, there we go. In first place, we had also of Japan, Kari Sakamoto, who completed the full Japanese sweep of the podium here. Sorry. Um, the full Japanese sweep of the podium here. So, of course, we had bronze with Yuna Aoki, which I'm so excited for, silver with Moni Chiba, and now first with Kari Sakamoto. All of Japan. Kari Sakamoto. So, coming in here, Kari Sakamoto was first at Skate Canada. Definitely not with the performances that she wanted. She came here really looking to prove more because although she won Skate Canada, her free skate there especially was not what she was really looking for to prove that she is consistent. She had a very clean short program. She even set a higher score than Amber Glenn the previous week. without a triple axel that Amber Glenn had, which really speaks to the quality and GOE, the graded execution of Kari Sakamoto's skating that the judges are so willing, not willing, what am I saying? Are so um, observant of her qualities, and of course her program components are great. In the free skate, she was first there with just an under rotation on the triple flip. Her free skate score was 152.95. Like, and obviously that is no joke at all. That is a super high score, 152.9. Yeah, 152.95 is amazing result for her. Definitely, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the business. Um, yeah, and a 231 overall is absolutely crazy. It will be interesting if she can keep up that consistent. Oh my god, I'm dying already. Like halfway through, guys. I'll go to sleep. Maybe, probably not. It will be interesting if she can keep up that consistency. She is one of those skaters who I feel like gets better and better as the season really goes on. Huge growth from her result at Lombardia Trophy, where she only placed third, and from Skate Canada, where she placed first, but not with the free skate that she wanted. Here at NHK Trophy. I was like, what is this competition called? Brain fart Vangogh is not having fun. Here at NHK Trophy, again, proving that she is the one to watch out for. And I feel like she hasn't peaked this early in the season, like as long as I can remember. But like, she is really like, yeah, look at me, y'all. Just saying. Yeah, obviously this sets her up really well for Japanese nationals, which will be a real challenge. And also, for continents that she chooses to go, and worlds as well. So yeah, that was the women's event. The pairs event, very interesting results here. I think a lot of people did not expect these results. Makes pairs interesting. Maybe I'll actually be a fan. Just kidding. I'm too scared of people being flung into the air. Literally though, like how did they do that without like crying? First up, we have in fourth place the German team of Hockey and Kunkel, who obviously are one of Germany's top pairs teams, alongside the team of Hasse and Volinen, who are the world bronze medalists. But Hockey and Kunkel have a lot to prove for themselves as well. Obviously, German pairs is a lot right now, and so they really want to prove that they are just as good. In fact, obviously they want to be even better. And so here not Hase London. I'm getting mixed up already. Here Hake and Kunkel did have a few mistakes. Unfortunately, they had a spin error in the short. In the free skate, they had some side-by-side jump issues and a triple flip throw issue in the free, which brought them to fourth place overall. And while the consistency might not be the best for them, they are one of those teams who has the potential to score high, especially on some of their elements that receive quite a high GOE, um, quite a high GOE when they do it really well, such as their lifts when they do it really, really well, and the judges really reward them for that. In third place is a rising team from the USA. It is Ellie Cam and Daniel Shea, who have really impressed me just how much they've improved over the summer and this early season so far, or at least this mid part. It's like a haircut. This halfway through this season. I think Ellie Kim and Daniel Shea are really becoming unique in their own way. I feel like before the connection, the partnership wasn't too there yet, but they've really started to develop that together, and I do think they're getting it kind of nicely sealed up in a package. This is like who we are. In the short program, they had a slight spin error. In the free skate, they did unfortunately have a fall on both the triple flip throw and the triple loop throw. So both the throw jumps unfortunately brought them down, but they're still getting better on those elements. I feel like a lot of people have said, I'm not an expert in pairs, but I have seen quite a lot of people say that they've noticed improvements in their throw jumps. That make them look more stable, controlled, etc., which is really, really good. They got great GOE on their lift, and yeah, all their lifts got pretty good GOE, great for them. And obviously, they need to get everything together, but this is major improvement for Ellie Kim and Daniel Shia. And again, shows that they are not a team to underestimate. And I do think that U.S. nationals prepares pair for pairs, like the fruit. No, Paris, no. U.S. nationals for pairs will be quite interesting. We have teams like Ellie Cam Daniel Shea, Emily Chen Spencer Howe, Efimova Mitrofanov, etc., who will really, really be interesting. In second place, we had the Japanese team of Miura and Kihara, who really wanted to come in here. They came in here as the presumptive winners already, but unfortunately, they were second here. They are really kind of making kind of a comeback. They were gone the first half of last season, but not the best competition for them here. Still good results. They did downgrade a side by side triple toe in the short for first there still. In the free, they did have just some minor errors, but that really did bring them down. There was an issue in their side by side jumps, a V, which is like not enough revolutions or features, I guess, on their pair combination spin, a slight error on their triple lutz throw, but unfortunately, those mistakes kind of added up and brought their score down to about second place. To second place overall. Still, I do think they're highly competitive. They are, they've been world champions once now, and they are the last year world silver medalist. So I do think that their consistency is there. They can be very potentially very technically good, but these results, this competition was just a bit unfortunate for them, I think. And I do think that they have done so much better in the past, and they actually only lost by about 4 points. So not the worst. Could have been better. Um, and I do think that they will grow from this. I do like their team. I think they've really popped themselves out the last few seasons, really showcasing who they are. I really enjoyed that. In first place was definitely a team who came in for redemption. They were fourth at Ski America. They wanted to get some redemption, which they definitely got. That's the team from Georgia, Metalkina and Marulava. Again, fourth at Ski Canada. They wanted to be able to qualify for the Grand Prix final. With this first place, puts them in pretty good contention. They had a clean short program. In the free skate, they just got a quarter on one side by side jump, but it got them a new personal best there and in total score, which obviously is really, really, really impressive. And I do think they can perhaps play spoiler for the European and World's podiums with a score of 213.05, which is a new personal best. If they can continue to push that personal best, if they can continue to push themselves technically as far as this side goes, I do think that they can play spoiler for the European podium, for the world's podium. Not the most consistent, but if they perform this well, given the right conditions, I do think they can make it onto those two podiums if everything goes well. Very, very important. Before the ice dance, there's a commercial. I'm kidding. There is no commercial because who needs a commercial? Because ice dance is a calm way to end this episode. Let's just all breathe in and breathe out. Listen to it while I don't do it because I don't want to. Thank the gods of figure skating, honestly, because Ice Dance Chaos has been having its moment recently. The past few seasons, Ice Dance Chaos has been dormant. It's been sleeping, but it decided to kind of erupt so far this season. Not sure if that was the best thing for it to do, but yeah, it kind of erupted this season. In sixth place is the team I love. We all know and love. It's the fun Finnish ice dance team of Orihara and Purinen, who were clean in the rhythm dance, albeit with a pattern step level base. If you know, you know. They were clean in the free dance as well. Again, their levels, especially again that pattern step level with only a level base. They're it's not the highest it could be. They could be pushing for level threes and level fours. Their GOE could be pushing higher towards threes and fours and fives, and the judges their component score somehow somewhat makes up for it. I feel like they should definitely get more. I love their performances. I love how theatrical they feel. I love their presentation. I think it should be a higher score for them. But, the judges be like, no, 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 we don't agree with you, Van Gogh. Their chorus line free dance is fun, it's flashy, it's theatrical. It's something you don't get anywhere else, and that's why you appreciate it so much, is because you don't get it anywhere else. It's true. You don't really get it anywhere else. And that's why we love Orihara and Pyrenees. In fifth place, we have one of the many French ice dance teams, Vangogh and Le Messier, who were really looking to make a mark here, and I do feel like they did make a mark. They were fifth in both. They were fifth in both. They were fifth in both programs for fifth place overall. Solid result for them. I have not seen them around too much. They have never really been a team who have popped out a lot for me, but perhaps as we see them more and more and more with these better results, perhaps they will pop out more. I do think they are quite talented, and the French ice dance field is quite deep. I feel like we have, obviously Lobareva and Brissot, who are super good. The top ones right now, my personal favorite is Dupayage and Lambe, who are amazing. Demojot and Le Messier could definitely be one of those top teams as well, given, again, the right conditions. And I really hope that they will pop out and express themselves to me more in the future. Yeah. In fourth place, U.S. Icelands may be a mess, but these two have definitely had their ups and downs. I think they are representative of U.S. Icelands and how it can be chaotic. That is the team of Green and Parsons. I remember their performance at the 2022 World Continents with the Martha Graham, right? Martha Graham inspired free dance, which is so unique and so special to watch. Since then, they've had some results that have been quite up and down. Here they had fourth in both programs for fourth overall. Not their highest score, but their progress is being made to get them back up to there. They've been obviously four continents champions with those amazing programs. I think they can do it again. They've scored in the 200s before, and I think they are so talented and that they can do that again. In third place, we had the Lithuanian team of Reed and Levicius, who were bronze at Europeans last season at a home Europeans, which is super exciting for them. A great result at Worlds last season. The week before NHK Trophy in France, they did not win a medal by an extremely tiny margin, but I do think they redeemed themselves here with bronze at NHK Trophy. I've said a lot that the European ice dance podium feels quite open. I do think that one of those teams could be on there. Reed and Brulicius, Loboda Brissot, as I mentioned. So many teams that can be that third place, especially under Guignard Fabry, who are pretty much the top in Europe. Fear and Gibson, who are very solid very well, but you might have Turkey Levershulus, maybe even Orihara and Pyrenees make it on there. Tashlorova and Tashlin, maybe. There's a lot of ice dance teams who are looking for that third spot on the podium at Europeans who have so much potential. And yeah, definitely could be one of those teams on there. In second place, it's U.S. Ice Dance again, and that is the team of Carrera Ponomarenko, who are definitely considered the second place team currently behind Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. They actually scored a personal best in the rhythm dance with a clean free dance, and it really does show how they are advancing as skaters. Last season, they really started popping out to me with that cool murder mystery theme free dance. This season, I feel like they are again popping out to me. They are getting really good results. They're popping out. They're showing we got flavor, we got spice, or I don't know what I'm saying. This is not a restaurant. And it shows how they're advancing. Again, US Ice Dance is super competitive, but I almost feel that the competitiveness is pushing them forward really, really well to prove that they are one of the top teams in the US. They don't want to drop down. They don't want to be seen as, secondary. No, they want to be seen as one of the best. And I definitely think that is working. The US Ice Dance field is competitive, and I do think that is pushing a lot of teams forward to do better and better and better and better and improve and improve and improve, which is really good. In first place, we had the team of Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, who came here looking for redemption. They fell in the rhythm dance at Ski America, which led to them having second place there, but they were perfectly clean in both programs here for first overall. Definitely more of the scores that they are looking for. I think that really does show a lot about who they are as like skaters, that they are willing to grow from that experience at Skate America, kind of shake it off, kind of shake it off and say, hey, let's go to the next competition. Here's Japan, let's do it. And they definitely did that. They grew a lot. Am I in love with their programs? Not really, but I do hope that they will continue to grow on me really, really well. And I do hope that they can improve on how they kind of express these programs. I know they made some music edits, and so who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I will be in love at the end. And with all the chaos that Ice Camp has so far, I do really wonder what will happen in Grand Prix final. I feel like it'll be a big dun dun dun. But yeah, I feel like Ice Camp is here to bring some chaos this season, and I don't want to say that, but I do want to say that at the same time. Like, it's like my guilty pleasure, like purposely making myself want to cry. But yeah, that was NHK Trophy. I will see you next week when we watch Finlandia Trophy. Am I scared? Yes, I am scared. Please help me, but maybe it'll be calm. Maybe it'll be calm. Maybe I will need help, but maybe it'll be calm. Probably not because this sport actually really hates me. Um, yeah, Finlandia Trophy is the fifth Grand Prix, which is crazy. We are almost at the end of the Grand Prix season. How? I do not know. But you know what? I don't know what. I don't know what. But yeah, Finlandia Trophy, who knows? I don't know what will happen. Do you know what will happen? I don't know. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to this episode of a Teen Talks Game podcast. My name is Vangogh. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rant for only about 44 minutes this time about NHK Trophy and all the terrors in Tokyo. But no, next week I will see you in Finland. Bye bye.